Do you remember this cloud? We painted the cloud by painting around the cloud. That's what we're gonna do again, but we're gonna take it to a different level. Box of circles. I'm not gonna say anything other than circles continue to inspire. Pick a couple, different sizes. Watercolor paints. Nice big brush. Cover one page just in water.
Once you've got the water down, you're gonna add some greens and a little blue, and you wanna keep it kind of light.
Let it dry. Our circles are lily pads, so we're gonna trace them, but we're gonna leave a little notch out of them, like a little Pac-Man.
You're just gonna do like 3 or 4 of these because there are more steps after this one, and we're gonna add more lily pads. Actually, looks like I did 5. So 5, 4 or 5.
We're gonna paint around the lily pads.
I'm using that same green color, but I added some blue and I darkened it up a little bit. And now I'm just painting around all of those lily pads. Oh, and I also switched to a smaller brush.
Some of mine went outside of the lines, and that's okay. Lily pads are all different circle-y shapes. Also, it's very splotchy. This is like swampland, right? Splotchy is good. Okay, you're gonna have to focus on this part. We're tracing more circles behind the lily pads. Don't make pencil marks on top of the lily pads.
So drawing more lily pads behind the first ones, and we want to do like 3 of them. And remember, no pencil on top of those lily pads that we painted around.
We're gonna do the same thing we did the first time and paint around all the lily pads. The bright green ones and the pencil ones.
We're using the same paint as before, but you can darken it up a little bit more. Remember, no painting on those original lily pads and no painting on the ones that we just drew. Paint around all the lily pads.
You're seeing the magic, right? We gotta let it dry. One more round of circles, and then we do more paint, and then there's one more thing. It's gonna be worth it.
The steps are the same every time we do this. We trace around the circle, not covering up any of our existing lily pads, and then we paint around all of them.
While this dries, we're gonna make a really simple little lily flower. This is just printer paper. Circle again, just so useful. Trace it.
I'm gonna trace this circle twice, and then I'm gonna trace a smaller circle twice.
Now I'm just gonna cut out some petally shapes. Mine looks like that.
So you're gonna end up with 2 big flowers and 2 small flowers, and then you're just gonna scribble some yellow onto that same printer paper. You want 2 big blobs of color. Cut out a rough circle, and then cut in some notches. This is gonna be the center of that flower. I glue down one of the big flowers and then put one of the smaller flowers on top of it to give it a layered look, and then I did the yellow center right in the middle.
This is very fancy and fun. This page, blank. So next video, we're gonna fill this page up with a companion to this one.